Here we go, B. I typed this all up over the past few weeks because I wanted to share it at some point. Today's the day. Late May 2009. We'll be 19 years old in a little over a month. Start new job, first 40 hours a week gig. Nothing fancy, just a shitty theme park. Go through the training for a couple days, make a couple friends. Allie was my age, 8 out of 10, maybe a 9 on a good day. Cute, bubbly girl, really friendly. Jay was also my age, except he was a friend. Albeit, a pretty cool friend. We'll all be in different areas all summer. Great. Allie will come into play later. Jay didn't have much involvement. He was just a fly-ass friend. Couple weeks later, we opened for the year. Private day open only for school field trips. First day is cold and rainy. Show up to my ride and fill out paperwork. My partner for the day shows up. I hear her from behind me saying, "Hi." Voice is just ungodly amounts of cute. Turn around. Dear God, the face matches the voice. Slightly past shoulder length auburn hair, bright green eyes with long lashes. Little scar tissue on the bridge of her nose where it had clearly been broken in the past. In shape, perfectly shaped ass. Tits exactly proportional to the rest of her body. Just the right amount of freckles on her face. And a smile that I will never forget. Everybody has an idea in their mind of what their perfect partner looks like to them. She was my idea of perfect. A scale of 1 to 10 is useless here. Just every one of her features was sculpted straight out of my dreams and placed in one person. I'm at a bit of a loss for a moment, trying to remember where I even am. I'm good. Hi. I'm Anon. She just smiles at me and walks past me to the sign-in sheet. I'm Kristen. Nice. Seriously, my brain is just not firing at this point. She just has this shitty grin on her face as she turns around and sits down nearby. Stand there pretending I'm doing paperwork and shit for the next 10 minutes. You don't have to fill anything else out. I checked it all when I signed in. It's all good. She fucking called my bluff instantly. Yeah, cool. Continue being a short bus kid for what felt like an hour, but was most likely only 5 minutes. It's gonna be like this all day. She's still giving me a chance to talk to her for some reason. Sorry. Finally, I say what I'm thinking. She giggles again. No, not that. We're not going to do much today. Nobody ever rides this thing in the rain. Oh, well, that sucks. My spaghetti is finally starting to hide itself. Yeah, well, we're gonna be here all day, so you're stuck with me. Every sentence she says, she manages to make some fucking adorable gesture with her face. Her eyes are just piercing into my brain. I compose myself for the first time that day. I just smile back. Okay. We actually start having a conversation, and I'm mostly paying attention. Just keep getting distracted by her goddamn eyes. Spend most of the day just laughing. Besides being absolutely beautiful, she was also just so easy to talk to. Find out she's about a month younger than me. Eventually get to the topic of relationships. Mention that I had just gotten out of a really bad one a couple months before. She mentions her boyfriend. I'm instantly bummed the fuck out and jealous. End of the day comes around. We're walking to the employee lot. She calls someone asking where they are. Hey, Anon, is there any way you would be able to give me a ride home? Of fucking course I'm going to say yes. We get in the car and my music starts. Holy shit, is this the new Alex is on Fire album? I'm completely caught off my guard that she even listens to that kind of music. Never mind knows who Alex is on Fire is. Yeah, it is. They're my favorite band. Me too, but this album isn't even out yet. Yeah, it leaked a couple days ago. She gives me directions to her house and just starts listening to the music. Anon, you want to hang out for a bit? I want to hear the rest of it. I can't even believe that this is a real person sitting next to me. We go up to her room and I'm scanning my surroundings, trying to take in all the information. She walks into her closet to get changed quick. Holy balls, does she look even more amazing when not in that awful work uniform. We listen to the album through a couple times. Get to the final song, Burial, for the second time. I start singing it. No, I do not. When will this winter end? The snow's been falling for months. She says I have a great singing voice and should be making music. Nah, not really my thing. Well then, just sing to me. Hard to say no to that. Start talking again and get on the subject of movies. Her favorite movie is Memento, which I had never seen. She pops it in and says, "If you don't love it, then we can't be friends," with a smile. I realize she fell asleep with her head on my shoulder and one hand on my chest. She smells so good. She's just smiling in her sleep. I just have this amazing feeling of happiness. Sometimes you can actually fall in love that quickly, I guess. Can't say I paid any more attention to the movie after that. Movie finishes, I try to quietly let myself out. As I'm walking out the front door, I hear from behind me, "Did you love it?" "It was amazing." Go home, continue on with work for a few more days. Hanging out with Kristen afterwards every day, trying to hold it together. On break one afternoon, friend Allie from training comes and sits with me. Has another girl, Sam, with her. Solid 8 out of 10. Dark brown hair, very tan skin, athletic. End up on break with her a couple days later. We talk and whatnot. A couple minutes after, she leaves. Allie comes on break. "She likes you, you know." My dumbass head immediately thinks she's talking about Kristen. I say some shit that makes me sound super excited about Sam because, well, I'm retarded. Word gets around that I'm into Sam. Kristen finds out. Texts me. "You should take her out. She's cute." Fuck. End up dating Sam, and I do like her pretty quickly. She is a bit jealous because I do still spend a lot of time with Kristen. Whatever, she's like my best friend. Sam is a pretty awesome girlfriend. I'm happy with her, and happy being friends with Kristen. Maybe she was just meant to be my best friend after all. Spend most of our time off together, and whatever time I can with Sam. Having sex pretty much every day. She's pretty open to trying anything, so shit was cash. My family also adored her, and they talked all the same, so that was also a plus. About 5 months into the Sam relationship, things take a turn. Not working at the park anymore because it's off season. Kristen and her boyfriend break up. I get the text and immediately lose my shit. All of the feelings just hit me like a fucking nuke. I'm with Sam at the time, and she notices me being visibly flustered. "What's wrong?" Play it cool. Go to the bathroom to answer text. Kristen calls me. "Yeah, I'm at Sam's. I need you." Those 3 words just threw all of my logic out the fucking window. Run into Sam's room. "Yeah, I gotta go. Don't feel good." Ran the fuck out of the place and took off to Kristen's. Go up to her room, and she's just a wreck. Her boyfriend broke up with her because she wasn't willing to drive 45 minutes to give him a BJ. He was a total dick. I crawl up on the bed with her and just hold her for a while as she cried. "Can you sing something for me?" No. The town all dressed in white, and my skin is burning from the wind. As I sang to her, she calmed down and fell asleep. I just stayed there with her and passed out at some point. Woke up holding her the next morning. Oh shit. Like 15 texts and 4 missed calls from Sam. Decide I have to break up with her. I just love Kristen too much to ignore. With Sam that night, and I just can't do it. I'm not that guy. Couple months later, Kristen's with a new guy. Oh well, at least I'm still happy with Sam. 1 year into the relationship, I find out Sam's been cheating with some fuckwit Canadian cunt who dances or some shit. she's denying it hardcore. We're working back at the park since it's summer again. Allie's trying to be the mediator during all the bullshit. In the car, in the employee lot with Allie while I'm screaming into the phone at Sam. Hang up, pissed off. Shit happens, I end up fucking Allie. Since we were in the employee lot, another employee ended up walking by and seeing us. I knew him, he knew me. Next day, word's getting around about what happened. Sam finds out we break up pretty much instantly because she's a hypocritical slut. Allie's girlfriend finds out. Oh yeah, I forgot. Allie's a lesbian at this point in time. Well, she wasn't that night, or ever since her and that girlfriend broke up. Her girlfriend just so happens to be our supervisor. Shit's fucked. We both get in deep shit for that. Anyway, Sam ends up quitting like a week later and trying to get back with me. But fuck that shit. Go on what I like to refer to as my kill streak. Start fucking every girl I can. Employees, park guests, couches, whatever. End up really liking this one girl, and we decide to be exclusive. And can you guess what happens next? Yep, Kristen is single again, like a month later. I realize I just have to cut contact because I can't be with somebody else while I'm in love with her. Most heartbreaking thing I ever had to do. My relationship with the unnamed girl? She remains unnamed for a reason. We broke up after 2 months. Kristen and I aren't even speaking anymore. Run into a mutual friend a few months down the road, and we start talking. You really miss Kristen, don't you? Of fucking course I do. Stop being a little bitch and go make up with her. I can't do that. You fucking know why. She gets the hint and drops the subject. Fast forward about a year. New job, new girlfriend, new life in general. Mutual friend between myself and Kristen pops back up. I have something to tell you. I panic thinking something really horrible happened. She's been in love with you this whole time too. My mind just goes blank again, and everything is just impulse. Finally decide to act on it. She moved out of state a few weeks ago. That's why I decided it would be okay to tell you. Fuck this. Enough is enough. Break up with girlfriend that night. I was never gonna marry her anyway. Drive 6.5 hours to where she lives. Send her a text. Hey, we need to talk. Anon, it's 3 a.m. I'm outside, just come talk to me. She comes out, visibly weirded out that I just showed up at her place at 3 a.m. Chris, can we just cut the bullshit? What the fuck are you talking about? You stop talking to me, dipshit. I'm in love with you. And I know you love me. She told you. Her eyes are getting teary. Fuck it. Just go for it and kiss her. That feeling of a first kiss with somebody you love that much is just unmatched. Anon, come inside. It's fucking freezing out here. She laughs that cute laugh that she always does. We went in and just curled up in bed like we always used to. It's funny how telling someone you love them can make something that you've done together hundreds of times feel so fucking different. I sang her to sleep that night for the first time in way too long. The cold sun in the skies, an assault from the morning light. Spend the next year just being happy and fucking like rabbits. Don't know if fucking even describes it. It was just every day, without fail, goddamn amazing every time. Move in together, move back to our home state after a couple months. Ever since we finally got together, my creativity and drive just sparked. Constantly writing music or drawing something. Every night she wants me to sing for her before we go to bed. She convinces me to start playing acoustic sets at bars and clubs. She's there for every single set. Says hearing me sing just makes her happy. I never sing burial at these shows. That's just for her. On our 1-year anniversary, I propose. She says yes. We go home and have the most passionate, indescribable sex ever. It was just hours of us being fused together. 3 months in, we're making concrete plans about the wedding. It's going to be June 2nd, 2012. The closest to the day that we met we could schedule, and a little less than 10 months from the proposal. December 2011. I come home from work and don't get my usual greeting. Something's wrong. Anan, I'm 3 months pregnant. My initial reaction, surprisingly, was pure happiness. We go to a bunch of appointments and all that stuff. She's still coming out every week to see me play my set. January 2012. We find out we're having a girl. Decide, naturally, on the name Alexis. Also, with plans to never tell our daughter that she was named after a band that was named after a lactating contortionist stripper, for obvious reasons. February 11th, 2012. It's snowing a bit. Playing a set at a local bar. She insists on coming even though I told her not to because of the weather. She's coming as soon as she gets out of work. Get to my first cigarette break, and she's still not there. She always makes it there pretty early. Must be driving slow because of the snow. Good. Do a couple shots of Jameson, and go outside for my cigarette. Call her phone. No answer. Play my next few songs. She still hasn't shown. Call her again. Still no answer. Now I'm worried. If she was at work or at home, she would have answered. Cut my set short and start driving towards where she works to see if she's still there. And that's when every shred of sanity I had just washed away. 5 or so miles from the bar, there was an accident. A car was T-boned by another car sliding on ice and crushed into a telephone pole. I would never forget what that looked like. I knew immediately that it was her. Pull over and start running towards the police cars. Fall on my ass and later find out I broke my wrist catching my fall. Police are trying to hold me back. Mind is fucking blank. I don't remember a goddamn thing. Except seeing her body. According to my family, I called my dad screaming at about 11:45. Couldn't understand a word I was saying except for where I was. He drove over to the accident thinking I was in trouble or something. Saw what happened and saw me just sitting in the snow in a t-shirt, rocking back and forth with frozen tears on my face. Said I just kept saying, "That's not her, Dad. We're having a baby. Dad, that's not her." It was her, though. Didn't sleep that night. My parents stayed up with me at my place the whole night, and Kristen's family had come over. Her parents identified her the next morning, and we started on the funeral plans. I could not sleep in our bedroom anymore. February 17th, 2012. Funeral day. I'm just a black hole of a person. They play burial as the casket is being lowered. My burial, I can't succeed. Frozen and paralyzed. That song was never depressing until that day. It was just the song that played the day we fell in love. And now it was the song for the day our love was laid to rest. It's haunting now. I don't sing anymore. She was the reason I sang, and there are no more songs left in me. But the worst is that I never got to meet my daughter.